welcome to your reading for the second half of July. If you're new to my channel, guys, welcome. I'm Miss Edie, and if you're returning, welcome back, my beautiful Taurus viewers. It's such a pleasure to hear how these stories relate to your situations. Thank you so much for all the subscriptions, comments, likes, and all that fun stuff. Definitely keep sharing and keep growing. I appreciate you so much for helping in the growth of my channel so that these messages can find all the people that need to find them. So we're gonna get started with your reading. I'm doing something a little different. It's gonna be the love messages about how your person is feeling towards you. So I'm gonna use 5 brand new decks, which is so exciting with everyone here. So love messages, this is the oracle cards here, and this is from High Priestess 1111. Definitely check out her channel, she's amazing. I love supporting fellow tarot readers as well. So we're gonna be using these messages, and this is the love messages from the person. You could be in separation, the person who has a crush on you, the person who's on your mind, could be someone from your past too, and it could be someone that you're thinking about, because let me tell you, they're thinking about you right now. So this is just letting you know that I am thinking of you right now. I mean, I am too, because I'm spending this time with you, but they're definitely thinking of you right now. So you've got someone who has you on their mind, wanting to communicate. I'm sorry if I contributed to the suffering of your heart. So this person does want to say that they are sorry, or you're on their mind because they have those regrets and everything, or maybe there's some pain that they know they caused, and they're thinking about you, and they don't maybe know how to express this yet, but it says you mean more to me than you know. So this can of course be how you feel about them, or they feel about you. Our energy is fluid, and of course this isn't a personal reading, so these are general. It may be your situation, it may not. Take what relates. So this is just letting you know that you mean more to them than you even know. So they're sorry that they hurt you, because maybe you had feelings for them that you weren't sharing, and the situation didn't go the way you both planned. I know I messed up and did things that made it seem like I don't care, but trust me, you are my world. So this person really has strong feelings for you. I feel like they're definitely far more connected with you than you know or think, whether or not they're watching and checking on you. But you are someone who is always on their mind. If they're thinking about you right now and you are their world, then there's a good chance that, you know, a lot of their thoughts revolve around you. So these are eternal messages now. We're going to use these. These are, of course, like the soul connection on that deeper 5D level. What is it that the souls want to say to one another? Again, these can be different people. So if a specific message triggers a person that comes to mind, then that might be the message that you're meant to hear from that person. So let's all just tap in, be relaxing, receive the messages you're meant to receive. These are what's coming towards, well, okay, I'm not taking all those. I'm taking this first one because it is here. So the first one was, I've been hurt by love before. So this can be you too, but you know, we're all scared. We've all been hurt by love in some way at this point, depending on, of course, your age, how many times it's happened. But there's, of course, you know, that lesson where, you know, we're learning love our whole lives. We love so many people in so many different ways. Love itself is such a unique thing. So, okay, we'll take those, and then that's it. I'm protecting this connection. So this person, you know, could be protecting you from afar, from a distance, but it says, I've been manifesting our connection. So they're protecting it at the bottom there, but also that they're manifesting this. They want to bring this connection back in with you. They want to reconnect with you or share this with you. They've been hurt by love before, so they're a little more hesitant. They're a bit more scared, but they know that you're special, and they feel that, right? So I'm situating this karmic situation. Sounds like a situation. I feel like this person's dealing with some karmic lessons. That could be also why it's taking a little longer for them to come towards you. Maybe they have recently been hurt by a karmic, and that can mean a lot of different things. I've been hearing recently too that karmics don't just mean relationships. Karma comes in all forms: finances, family, you know, relationships, friendships, all sorts of different ways. So they're thinking of you because they've gone through some really bad karma. Maybe the grass wasn't greener on the other side, or however this applies to your situation. But I want to dedicate a song to you. So this person could be, of course, an artist, whether they're a performer, by a musician, or they have artist, or like they sing, you know, that they have a beautiful vocal. This person wants to dedicate a song to you. You could have songs that you remind each other of, and for them they have a song that really truly expresses the way that they probably can't find the words. I kind of felt that earlier, that they don't know how to say this to you, especially if they have hurt you. You know, it could be they're not good with apologies. Feeling my throat chakra here. So they're not good with apologies, so they don't know how to say it to you, but there might be a specific song that truly embodies their soul and how they want to express that. However that means. I thought about living together. So this person could definitely be wanting to live with you, spending this time together. And I've been telepathically communicating with you. So this person is trying on all levels, hearing the sirens go off. They're trying to give you signs, you know, signs and synchronicities, or maybe they're the ones who are trying to test their powers, or just test your powers, even however this applies here, to see if you are picking up on their frequency, right? All you got to do is pick up the phone to catch my frequency if that's what you want, but that's all that the person needs to do, is just to truly just call you and reach out. But they don't have maybe the courage right now, especially if they've been in something that they're currently hurting from. They want to heal that before they move towards you. So Taurus, this is you have my heart, the soul lovers in separation. So if you're currently separated from your partner, then these will apply to you. If you're not, then it doesn't matter. But you could just be in, you know, they're working or they miss you, or however this applies. And this is by Angelic Revelations 144, also another amazing channel. And these are super cute because I love them in the little squares. We had a couple flippers here. So, oh my gosh, so slippery. I love them. They're beautiful, but their little squares are always exciting. Reminds me of my hearts from the Lovers Oracles. So let's see what other messages, if there's any more. Okay, we'll take those. I thought there was more than that. Just gonna make sure I didn't miss anybody as I dump half of them. Nice. Okay. So the ones that we have here is, you have, okay, sorry, this one. Not talking to you absolutely breaks my heart. So this person is just in pain without you. Oof. So not talking to you absolutely breaks my heart and soul into a billion shattered pieces. They hurt deep. I want to reach out to you, but I can't find the right words, and I'm feeling so fragile right now. So part of their karma could have been losing you. Ouch, Taurus. It's a tough loss, it's a tough situation, but they, you know, it's a big karmic lesson. They're trying to communicate with you, they're trying to do this, they're trying to, maybe they're even like hoping you hear a specific song on the radio because they heard it and it made them think of you, and they're maybe trying to be like, okay, maybe if she hears it or he hears it, then they're gonna think of me, you know? So I think of you before I sleep. I dream of you all night and wake to think of you again. Like I said, this person has you on their mind badly. So they could be really wanting to manifest this connection. I feel like it doesn't necessarily mean that this could be a person you had a relationship with. So I'm not going to say it is your ex. If it is your ex and you know it, then that's how it relates to your situation. But if this is someone that maybe you were friends, maybe you were trying to grow the relationship, but something happened, but you weren't necessarily in a committed connection, but that establishing of getting there got halted or stopped because something had happened. Something didn't work out the way you both or one of you wanted it. So I like so many things about you that I don't even know how to tell you, that I love everything about you. I think that you were made for me and I was made for you. And that does actually sound like a song. So I feel like maybe that song is relating for you guys. Baby, I was made, oh, it reminds me of Bon Jovi. I don't know, I love Bon Jovi. Huge Bon Jovi fan, absolutely. But it's like, you were born to be my baby, and baby, I was born to be your man. Whew, that resonated. I love that one so much. Anyway, so I had a moment. So the next one is, I admire you, I care about you, I trust you, I respect you, and I love you unconditionally. You are my true love. So when they're saying that they can't live without you and you're made for them and they're made for you, you know, and then all they think, like they have every level of respect and love for you that they want to express or share, I truly think like this person, if it's a secret admirer, you know, they're trying really hard to come forward, and maybe if they have been watching you, you know, you might be different, so they don't know how to come towards them, in the sense that, I'm sorry, if you're a cross watcher, then that was for you. But I'm feeling like the person that's trying to come towards you, maybe they know your type and they know that they're not your type, right? So you have to be open-minded, and sometimes we just write people off really quick. And then so here, this one is the divine love affirmations. This is going to be the connections here, but this says self-love and relationships. Again, Angelic Revelation 144. So we're going to see what messages are coming in for your connection. This could be for your already existing connection. This could be relating to your situation, of course, with a past relationship. If you do not want reconciliation, you don't have to accept it. Just because people reach out doesn't mean that you have to have the obligation to whatever. You know, it's a two people tango. You can't do what someone else wants if you don't want to do it, and you shouldn't. You should always honor yourself. But if you're the one who wants to reach out just to try, then do it. You never know where the road might take you. So we already got one here, but I want to see if we can get a few more here from the divine love affirmations. I'm feeling a lot of like heaviness. So I feel like they're, oh, I like that. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one. Heaviness, like there's a lot of weight in the situation. Like there's a lot of, I won't say pressure, but it's like, they're trying, I feel like it's such a burden for them to tell you, and they haven't. Ride or die for eternity. Beautiful, beautiful card. I am always loyal to my divine partner. United we stand until the end of time. No obstacle is too large for us to tackle. Together we can successfully overcome any challenges. So I feel like this person just really, and you see like with the beautiful hand holding here, you know, like hearts, making the hearts here. I love doing that too. So it's such a beautiful connection that truly is like, they really feel this with you. They just truly feel that you were made for them. I respect my divine partner's boundaries, which is very powerful. Maybe they stepped on a boundary and you let them know real quick that that's not okay. And that's good. You are stubborn, but you can also be very strong in your convictions. And sometimes that makes it kind of hard, especially when we're trying to compromise, okay? So it also says, it says that I respect my divine partner's boundaries. I exercise my right to set healthy boundaries. So maybe if you haven't set those boundaries yet, then now is the time, because this is gonna help you. You know, just because they did something wrong, you know, someone doesn't know, right? I'm not saying you have to forgive them. I'm not saying you have to take them back. You're gonna assess your situation personally and be like, you know what, maybe I was a bit too harsh. I don't want you to doubt yourself, and I don't think you did anything wrong, but maybe the way you asserted yourself to someone who doesn't understand that they did something wrong, then you have to clarify that. You have to kind of, you know, let the resentment, let the anger simmer, and then come to approach it if you choose to. If you don't, you move on. That's how it is. This is for whoever needs to hear it, and if it's not for you, then you don't need to, you know, accept this for anything, and this could be still what's coming towards you. As I'm talking about disagreements, this is funny. Honestly, sometimes it's kind of cool how I connect. I handle disagreements with grace and wisdom. I go with the flow within my relationship with my divine partner. I don't hold anger or resentment. That's kind of creeping me out because I was literally feeling that before we even started this. Whew. I don't hold anger or resentment. I simply surrender all negativity to the divine. Release and give all that. Surrender to the divine. Just, you know, I don't know what your belief system is, and I never like to preach faith, but I am a person of faith myself, so I always pray. I pray to my angels, I pray to my God, I pray to all sorts of different things, and I pray for others, not just myself. So for some of you, you really truly have the ability, because we all have free will, your angels and guides and ancestors, whoever and whatever faith system you believe in the divinities, they're all waiting for you to ask and give them permission. All you have to do is grant them permission to assist you. Now, they're not going to change other people's opinions, but they will be able to come through and give you some kind of sign, play a song, whatever it is that you're going to hear in your environment, but you have to be open to receive those messages. I am authentic and unique and wonderfully made. I honor myself, flaws and all, myself, and all lovingly myself. So it's like honoring yourself unconditionally for who you are and just being true to you. You know, some of you might like to draw in the sand. I know I do. I miss the beach. I want to get to a beach real soon. But there's so much beautiful energy here about, like, you know, someone setting a boundary. Maybe a boundary needs to be set because there was some kind of pain or discomfort caused. All right, Taurus, let's see. I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot Royale. Again, all new decks, so I'm so excited to share them with you this week, or for this section anyway. Let's see how this is. And so, Gilded Tarot Royale, what messages do we have for my beautiful Taurus for the second half here? For the second half of July. That's the one I'm looking for. Of course, whenever you're watching this is when it resonated. The title resonated for you. That's why you're here. So you're going to hopefully find what you need out of it. Okay. Two of Cups. I'm telling you, this person, like, you guys really were, you know, two peas in a pod, made for one another, born to be my baby, made to be your man, however this applies. Of course, gentlemen, women, you or whatever your connection is, female, female, male, male, whatever you associate with. But this connection is so strong. You truly do have this telepathic communication. You might know it too. Like, they might pop into your head and you're like, whoa, where did they come from? And it's probably because they're thinking of you, or they're wanting to connect with you, or they're wanting to come through. Again, blessings, you know, Two of Cups, someone offering this communication. Could be in all sorts of partnerships too. It doesn't just mean in relationship. It could be with a friend, it could be with work, it could be colleagues. I'm not saying that they're expressing their love, but this can also be that apology, you know? For some of you, it's about seeing eye to eye again and giving it a try. I don't know why. So why? Because there's a bit of deception, maybe a bit of betrayal, but it's that empty win, you know, like, you know, even though you might have stood strong and did what you did and cut them out here, Five of Swords, maybe you're kind of second guessing it. Again, I told you, don't feel bad for what you did, but we still react to situations, which sometimes we don't need to react, we need to respond, right? So you might be feeling like, oh, I got what I wanted, but then I'm by myself. Or this is how they could be feeling, a little betrayed, a little bit whatever. Like I said earlier, if you were establishing a connection and then you have this really strong thing and then something happened and you just got angry and cut them out. Of course, you could be dealing with the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, but someone could be, you know, a little bit of manipulation even, you know, maybe they were manipulating your feelings, however this applies. Indecision though. So someone is not seeing what's right in front of them, or someone is refusing to admit to the connection. We do have 2 twos, which talks about decisions. So again, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius coming through here, but it's also like divinely protected, because I noticed with this deck, she doesn't have a blindfold on. She has angel wings covering her eyes. So there's this strong divine protection that is assisting possibly or delaying. And that is also why, because there's this realization that we have to make. We have to see things. Wow, judgment. I told you the divine is, oh, honestly, your angels, their angels, or the need for angels, whatever this relates to your situation, this judgment has to come in. So someone isn't making a choice, the universe is going to help them choose. And I don't know how this is going to go yet, because we do have a few things, like they could be lying about how they feel, and because they're not expressing how they feel towards you, because you both felt that connection, or you both have this strong connection, but they're kind of refusing to admit it to themselves, and all of a sudden there's that sound. I feel like because he's blowing the horn here, again, I told you music, it could be a musician, it could be someone, again, this is also Scorpio energy with this decision here, but they have the hots for you regardless. Queen of Wands at the bottom, very sexy, very attracted to you. But with this one, what was I gonna say? Again, if you're wanting to revive an old situation, because this is also that card of judgment, talks about, there was the horn. Honestly, I can't make this stuff up. Thank you. Another sign for some of you, it's coming, okay? So, you know, just the news is going to be coming in. What you weren't hearing from, all of a sudden out of nowhere, it's going to appear. Or this person is right in front of you and you're kind of like not seeing this. Again, I told you, they could be a little different than what you're used to and what you're expecting. This defeat, they could be going through something. If they are still dealing with that karmic situation, they got beat bad. I'm not going to say literally, and God forbid, but this is a painful lesson, painful situation, you know, mental anguish, struggle, battle, internal defeat. You know, this person could be really given up, could be possibly even battling a bit of mental like depression, sadness, a lot of disappointments, could be in a lot of situations, maybe even just being hard on themselves for messing it up with you. We never know how other people are going to react to situations, because we never know what's going on inside their minds, just like sometimes we're surprised with our own, right? So there's a lot of struggle, a lot of competition, and maybe there was competition and they lost, so they feel defeated, right? And of course there's this judgment here, so it's kind of like someone needs to make a move, because this indecision is causing this for the other person. And of course what's not being discussed, you know, there could be this competition, someone feels, or maybe someone felt like they won and they lost, it ended up not being a win, it wasn't a win-win situation, it could have been a lose-lose situation because you're both hurting. Ooh, that was deep. I feel like, okay, let's see, because judgment is the justice, no, sorry, judgment coming in, it's like the end here, it's like a decision. So I feel like this indecision, ooh, here you guys are, Taurus, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I'm not gonna look at this one yet because I want to make sure I get this. Queen of Pentacles, security, stability, getting your, you know, getting yourself back into that thing. You know, you could be focusing on working on yourself and they see you doing well, but because they're struggling so much, they can't come through to you. They can't bring their conflict to you because they're so conflicted. And of course they're struggling. This could be that mental anguish that, you know, they could have been stabbed in the back a lot of times. Remember I said I've been hurt by love before? This person's been really hurt by love and you're sitting here waiting, so pretty and sexy. Of course this can be male, female energy. Don't focus on the gender, but this is just you being so confident and so prepared. Literally, like you're ready to be like, okay, are we putting our kingdoms together or not? But they're so hesitant and scared. I feel like they're so scarred, not even scared, scarred. King of Cups. But the emotions are strong. And I feel like because they have to get their mental situation in check, they have to get their thoughts positive. they're conflicted with their thinking, and that's also where they're trying to get that emotional stability, because they're still being controlled by old situations, okay? There's still that mental manipulation that's happening, and I'm not feeling like it's towards you. Now, of course, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, there could be a bit of that, you know, like, not saying that they're playing, but because you're so, you know, they're struggling, or maybe there's competition for attention, however this applies. But this is also Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy. But the King of Cups is someone who truly does feel very strongly, and I think like they can't be logical about their feelings for you, and they truly want to have this with you. They see you, they want to have this emotional connection, stable, long term, and emotionally devoted, you know. Like, I feel like that's why they're hesitant, is I don't want to go through this defeat again with this new person, or again with the same person. But this is kind of like someone that, you know, they crossed a boundary and you had to cut them out, and that might have been what happened, where you were just like, well, I'm not doing that either. You could both be thinking the same thing. I quite feel that it's a very equal energy where you're both kind of doing that. So hopefully this can kind of give you a little clarity. I'm gonna give you one more. Again, at the bottom, 8 of Swords. So there's definitely a lot of mindset here, a lot of mind, like, you know, when there's no communication, your brain likes to go away. So stop over analyzing, stop worrying, and stop fearing, okay? Again, new opportunity, passionate here with the wand at the bottom. Soulmate, I'm telling you, that's why, like, remember how they were saying we spent eternities together, I love you forever? This is definitely someone possibly from a past life, soulmate energy here, and I'm trying to manifest you. We had that with the Magician. So someone is trying to use all the tools to bring this back together, to reconnect with you, to reminisce. Maybe they're reminiscing of the old memories and the good times. This can also be you doing that. But they truly want to use this ability to bring you back, to bring the connection back, right? So that you can get back into this beautiful, loving energy. Again, King and Queen, even if they're not the same suit, you're at the same level. So you're bringing different things to the table. But in all though, like, that love was really real. This is something that truly does have a past life connection. That's why they're so familiar. That's why you're like, why does it feel so magical and mystical? Why do we have this powerful connection here? Well, the Magician being at play here too. Again, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but this is also Virgo and Aries. So you have a lot of strong power. You know, I'm not saying that you're like powerful deity, but we all are. We're universe. We're all a universe in a human form anyway. So you have the ability to manifest whatever you want. So stop fearing and doubting. If you don't try it, you'll never know the outcome, right? So I hope that helped, guys. I'm glad we got some more positivity at the bottom. And again, this brand new opportunity of passion. Okay, so what you thought was stagnant and still, do that inner work so that you can move towards that flame and that fire with this person. Possibly a twin flame, definitely a soulmate, but a lot of passion and a lot of hot energy here. I feel like there's a very strong emotional connection moving towards some kind of stability. So I appreciate it, guys. Don't forget to check out all the other videos. Focus on the dates. Sorry, don't focus on the dates. Focus on the titles. They're the ones that are going to relate to you. And again, please, if you don't mind, enter for that draw to get a free reading with me. And what's so important, what I'm doing with different charities and foundations around the world, is we're providing meals for children and families who need it. So those links under the free giveaway, if you enter those links and put in the code, get that information set up, you can help me give out a free meal to the family and be a part of that movement. But for each one that we give out, you're also getting travel savings for the future. So I appreciate you so much, guys. Love and light. God bless you all. Let me know where you're watching from, and I love to hear your comments. See you guys soon. Bye.